Hello everyone. Thank you for coming up today. My old subscribers, thank you. And to those that are viewing for the first time or that have not subscribed, please click on the subscribe button and the notification bell so you get notified each time we upload a new video. And to my new subscribers, thank you for subscribing. Please do not forget to hit on the like button. Wonders, they say, shall never end. And this is where you will hear the saying that wish unto others what you would wish yourself. And why am I saying this? Remember, there was a herbalist who actually came out and threatened actress Iyabo Ojo. And these were his words. He said this: "You will suffer and die." This comment came up all because of her involvement in the Baba Ijesha saga. But unfortunately, today, that same herbalist who wished and said Iyabo Ojo would die has just passed away. The man is dead. There was a video that made rounds last week where he slammed the movie star, accusing her of waging a personal war against Baba Ijesha because he didn't settle her well. He also accused the actress of engaging in prostitution, citing her trips to Abuja. Why was he making all of these comments? All because of the Baba Ijesha's case. And we know how the whole thing has come up to the extent that Tampan had even suspended Iyabo Ojo and Blessing Sunday, which they later settled it, and both actresses had to apologize to Tampan. And that didn't end there until this herbalist now came out and he went online and recorded a video saying that Iyabo Ojo will die. However, days after the video went viral, media personality that Shehu Oloketoyin has disclosed that the herbalist is now dead. This is what Shehu wrote. Breaking: herbalist who predicted that Iyabo Ojo will die has passed on today. And Iyabo Ojo had to react to this on her Instagram. Imagine that someone said you were going to die and in turn the person now dies. She wrote this. These were her words: "If God be for me, who can be against me? Nobody." That is just the simple truth about life. Once God is for you, you're praying to God and you're talking to Him, no matter what the enemy is throwing at you, it will never get to you. It's so terrible when you see something happening in a turn like this. You wish someone evil and the evil now returned back to you. And that is why I started by saying, wish unto others what you would wish for your own self. Who would wish death for himself or herself? There's just nobody. Except people who would, either out of depression or out of one problem or the other, would turn into the act of suicide. But nobody, even those who take their own lives, never wished death for themselves. It just happened as a result of struggle, as a result of circumstance which they can't control anymore, or as a result of something that has happened that shocked them and they can't live with such pain. And that is when such people take their own lives. No human being on earth would wish himself death. Nobody. And wishing someone death, it was really uncalled for. One, because everybody will die someday. And when you're wishing another person dead, are you forgetting that you too would also die? If people had spoken to this man regarding death, I'm sure he would never have envisaged or thought that he would also pass away or he will die. Can you see how the table has turned around? When God is fighting people's battle for them, that is what happens. And that is why it's always good never to fight battles yourself. No matter what it is, no matter how horrible the battle may seem, how difficult it may seem, once you go on your knees and pray to God, He will always fight the battle of His children, no matter who the person think he or she is. It is always good to watch your statements. And even in the Bible, it says, there is power in the tongue. That is why it's always encouraged that people should watch their tongue, watch your utterances. Words that come out of the mouth are very heavy. And you know one thing about words, once it's out of the mouth, it's not like physical object that you can grab and take it back. If it's out of the mouth, it is out. You can't withdraw it, irrespective of the kind of comment you have made. The only thing you can do is to correct that comment you've made by apologizing. But to bring it back and reshape it or reconstruct the comment you have made, it's not possible at all. And don't wish others death. Even when people die, people who are against you die, don't celebrate them, because death awaits everyone. So why wish anyone dead when you're also going to die? And that is exactly what someone said, a comment someone made. You don't wish anybody dead, no matter what the person has done to you. I know sometimes some people are heartbroken. Some people are so upset over things people have done to them. Sometimes people will turn around and wish those people dead. You don't wish anybody dead, irrespective of the pain the person has infringed on you. All you do is to pray to God and ask God to fight your battles for you, and not wishing any human being dead. And even when people you feel that, oh, this person don't deserve to live for the crime he or she has committed, and the person eventually passed away, you don't even celebrate over the person's death. You don't rejoice that the person has died and feel, oh, he deserve it or she deserve it. Don't forget one thing. You also will die someday. But this thing, death, no one knows when it's coming. This herbalist never saw death coming his way. Before he even made those utterances, he never knew he was going to die. And to even make matters worse, it's just like people, there's a comment people usually make, you're taking Panadol for another person's headache. Iyabo Ojo never mentioned his name. Neither did Iyabo Ojo direct any comment at him. This herbalist just came out from nowhere. All because he felt that Iyabo Ojo's actions or comments, or the fact that she's standing up for what she feels is right over Papa Ijesha's act, has made him to make a comment that nothing concerned him at all. His name was never in the whole drama. That is why sometimes there are certain situations that you just back out of issues that you know that has got nothing to do with you at all. In the case of Iyabo Ojo standing up with regards to the act committed by Baba Ijesha, it didn't concern her, but that was a very sensitive matter that concerned a lot of kids out there. No father or mother want their children to go what that little girl went through. And so in that case, it didn't affect Iyabo Ojo directly, but she needed to stand up and speak up and to ensure that acts like this, people should not just be allowed to live on like what they've done is okay. You know, they said once someone is not punished for a crime he or she has committed, others who intend committing it, you feel that, oh, they will also get away with it and they will go ahead to commit such crime. But once punishment is levied on people that have committed horrible crimes like that, then whoever intends to carry out such acts would relent and would pull back. Because who would want to spend years in jail? Who would want to leave their family, their loved ones, and then go in a confined space with other people going through horrible activities in jail? Nobody would want that for himself or for herself. When they see that other people face consequences or suffer the consequences of their actions, then it will serve as a lesson to other people out there. What Iyabo Ojo was standing out for wasn't anything bad. It's not her child, neither is she related to her, but she just had to make something clear that someone who has committed a horrible crime over a little child like this should not just be left to go scot-free. He should pay for his actions. There was nothing wrong with what she was saying or what she was standing up for. Any parent who is very reasonable would do the same thing that Iyabo Ojo did, standing up for little children who don't have a say, who can't fight for themselves. And then he just came out of nowhere to make a horrible comment like this. This word he said was very, very powerful. Wishing someone dead for no reason, from nowhere. Nothing was said to him. Neither did Iyabo Ojo mention his name. He was trying to defend Baba Ijesha, but he did that in a very wrong way. A lot of people came out. Some defended him, some did not defend him. But that don't mean that you come out because you're standing for someone and then you start pronouncing dead over another person, all because you feel that that person is making a comment that you didn't like or is affecting someone you like. And so for that reason, the person doesn't deserve to live. We as human beings, we have no right to say who deserves to live or who don't. Because we are not God. Neither can we predict the future. Look at what has happened now. This herbalist can't predict the future. Neither was he able to foresee what will come ahead. He never knew that today he would not live to see another light. He never knew that. No one should be happy that he has even passed away, but it's a lesson for a lot of people. When you make pronouncements, weigh them very well. Or before you even make utterances from your mouth, sit down and think and ask yourself if this utterance is worth bringing out of your mouth. Because for every word any man brings out of his mouth, he has conceived it in his heart. Words don't just come out like that. These are words that people will sit down and think about it before they bring it out of their mouth. Always remember that there's power in the tongue. And I don't know how God has made that, irrespective of who the human being is. Once you've made utterances from your mouth, whether good or bad, it has effects. Some people make good utterances on people. Like you will see some people, maybe out of the good another man or another woman has done for him or her, they will make a pronouncement for the person and say you will never see evil in your life, or for the rest of your life you would succeed. And then in life you see that person progressing, or things will just start flourishing for the person. Not because that person is God, no, but the person has made an utterance, and due to the fact that there is power in the tongue, it has had effect on that person's life. Likewise, someone who will come out and say, I will deal with you or you will suffer. Words like that, it has side effects on people. Some people have made utterances like that on their fellow neighbors and friends, and something terrible happens. Eventually, they come back and hold that person responsible. Sometimes some people still live to watch those utterances come to life in the life of the person they have pronounced that thing. Some will tell their fellow human being out of anger, you would never see the next day. And the person eventually passed away. People who were around or present hearing that person making those utterances will go back and meet the person that you will be held responsible because you made an utterance over this person's life and the person has gone. And probably some people make utterances unknown to them that these are powerful words. And when you go and meet this person and said, what you pronounced has happened, this person is dead and you're held responsible, the person out of shock may say, I just said this thing, I didn't even mean it. That is why it's good to be very careful with what you say. Some people make utterances from their mouth without weighing it first. And some say it just because they are angry. And out of anger, you make certain pronouncements. You say certain things. And unknown to you that those things are powerful words that have effect on people's lives. And when it happens, you'll be like, I'm sorry, I didn't know that this thing would come true like this, or I didn't mean it that way. And at that time, it's already late. What can you do? You can't turn back the hands of time. You can't withdraw those utterances because you've already spread them out. It's just like people that when you say things against people and you know that these utterances you're making against this person is not right. These words are like feathers, they fly. It gets to people's ear. That's why they say these words, they fly like birds. Different people would pick on these words, transfer it to another person and say, oh, did you hear this? That is how it keeps flying from one person to the other. And when you are sorry over these words, you can't bring them back because you can't go and start telling other people that have heard it, take it out of your ear, or people that have posted it online, bring it down. How many people would you go and tell? Or how many people do you know that have heard these words and have held on to it or have posted it? It's not possible to withdraw all those words back. In as much as you know that these words out there, you've made this pronouncement and it can't be withdrawn, that is the same way you should hold yourself back from making utterances from your mouth, especially hurtful words. Utterances of blessing are better than utterances of curses. Don't curse anyone or don't wish anybody dead at all. No matter what the person has done to you, you don't wish anyone dead. All you do is to pray and ask God to fight your battles for you. And I think that was what has happened in the case of Iyabo Ojo. Someone wished her dead, but eventually it was the same man who passed away. Like I said, no one should be happy that he has passed. Friends, what do you think about this? The herbalist wished Iyabo dead, but now he's the person that has passed away. Please, if you have anything to say, you could put that down at the comment section. Thank you for coming up today. Please do not forget to hit on the like button. Also subscribe and hit the notification bell so you get notified each time we upload a new video. Thank you. God bless you all.